Welcome to the Super over here. Jarrod Kimber and Steve Harmison on talkSPORT Cricket. And India have won, and easily, even with more rain than we thought, Harmy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great performance by India. I mean, we can look to if what's maybes by England, but I think comprehensively in the times where there were key times in the game, i.e. new ball, middle period when the ball got soft, and then obviously closing the game out, I think India won all three of them, so they deserve to win it.
Akashdeep, I thought he was excellent. Some of the seam movement, I know some of it was cracks, but some of it is just, he moves the ball a long way, doesn't he?
Yeah, the cracks, I mean, the cracks are there to be exposed, they're to be hit, and as they get more exposure and they get more open, you know, the bowlers that hit them are tends the ones that get successful. So no, he was brilliant. I thought both new balls in the first and the second innings, I thought that boy was justified his selection. Good luck keeping him out. The only thing that keeps him out is back-to-back test matches, and has he got it in him to go again at Lords? I think he'll utilise the slow brilliantly at Lords. And for me, I think, you know, he should have been given man of the match if it wasn't for brilliance of Shubman Gill, who just doesn't look like getting out.
Ravi Jadeja as well had a fantastic game. He made runs in both innings. He didn't actually take wickets here. I don't know how he didn't take many wickets here, but he bowled brilliantly, and he allowed them to attack from the other end all day. He just didn't manage to get a wicket somehow. Yeah, that was his job. That was his job in Leeds, and he didn't do it very well. He got left high and dry both times in Leeds. He was ninth out, and then he was not out in the second innings. And sometimes, you know, you've seen, you know, far too much cricket, Jarrod, that when an all-rounder has a good deal with the bat, he will definitely have a good deal with the ball. And I think we've seen that with Jadeja. He batted brilliantly with Shubman Gill in that first innings to just stem the tide and build another partnership. 200 for 5 there were when he walked out to bat. He batted 6 in the second innings, and I thought his calm and experience influence with the bat, along with his sort of more inexperienced captain in that first innings, really sort of set the tone for where the rest of the game was going to be after that, after tea on day one. So yes, a brilliant performance by Jadeja. What you want from your spin bowler, energetic in the field as well. So another tick in the box for India. Jamie Smith made runs again. My question is, what is his ceiling? Is he batting so well he might lose the gloves?
Yes, and I've said that. I've said from the first time I saw that young man play, I thought this is the next wicketkeeper batter for England. Johnny Best, who had the gloves at the time, and everybody was arguing, should it be Ben Foakes? I mean, that ship sailed a long time ago, and I don't think that ship was ever coming back into port. But one thing it was always going to be, it was going to be about just allowing Jamie Smith to play the way Jamie Smith needs to play and feel comfortable in an environment and in his side. And he batted brilliantly again when we were struggling. 80 for 5, walks out to bat at the first ball, which was a hat-trick ball for 4, and never looked back in the test match. He keeps well. He will get better at that. And your ceiling level, yes, I think he will go down or get to close to the numbers of England's greatest ever wicketkeeper batters. The only thing that will stop him doing that is when Stokes and Root eventually come out this team in 3 or 4 years' time, that if they find another wicketkeeper batter that can do as good a job with the gloves, then he might just end up playing as a batter in isolation.
I wondered what you thought about his wicket, though. I saw you clapping when he hit the couple of sixes, but me and Manus were on commentary going, it's beautiful and we love it, but they've got everyone on the boundary. He's going to probably miss-hit one eventually here. He's not the reason that they lost this game. He's the reason they didn't lose it by an innings, if we're being honest. But it's a weird thing to see someone who could have drawn the game go out playing those shots.
Could he have drawn the game? I'm not convinced. In that situation, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It was the same.
I don't think you have to hit 3 sixes in a row.
No, but if a bowler keeps bowling short balls and you feel as though you can hit them, and the instinct and the way you're playing, you've got to hit them. This is this side. I mean, we don't play.
You've given up worrying about this side. This is what they do.
Yeah, I've given up. Yeah, I want them to play a little bit smarter. But
what about when they were laughing on the boundary when their tail enders were also?
Yeah, but the game's gone by then. It's gone. You know, we don't play the perfect game. We don't. If it chews you up and it eats you up inside. I mean, so many times. You look at cricket in the 90s. We were so obsessed. We had captains that were throwing things into the dirt. We had batters who were frightened to perform, who were world-class players like Samant Ramprakash and Graham Hick, to show 2 prime examples. Them two would have they would have thrived in this side. Just give the kids a chance to play cricket. If they make a mistake, make sure they don't make the same mistake twice. Make sure they learn from it. We don't live in the perfect world. We don't play the perfect game. If you celebrate England chasing 370 on day 5 of a test match at Headingley, you then don't criticise a team or don't criticise Jamie Smith for hitting a ball down deep square's throat when you've just hit 2 sixes for 88. That game was gone. India were going to win. I didn't think they were gonna draw the game. So from that point of view, I'm very, very loath to criticise. Everybody would love them to be a little bit smarter, but the game is not played perfectly.
Jasprit Bumrah did not play in this test, and India have won it. That is, of all the wins India had, even if they had drawn this, it would have been a win. But how massive is it for India to win a test without Bumrah?
It's huge. It is massive. But it's the contest. It was always going to be 5 test matches of pure high quality, back and forward, and it hasn't disappointed. And for me, Bumrah coming back into the fold at Lord's with Archer. I mean, what a brilliant thing for the series. When you thought the series couldn't get better, Jofra Archer's going to come back and play for England, probably with Gus Atkinson, and India are going to bring in probably the best seam bowler in the world right now. So, I mean, that just gets better and better, doesn't it?
It gets better and better, and we will see you at Lord's for another Super Over.